I made sense of the positive reaction to the web of inclusion in the same way I made sense of the positive reaction to the female advantage. I think with both those books, the timing was fantastic. And that's something that you can't really control as an author. The organizations in '95, the Web of Inclusion came out in '95, and I think by '95 organizations really were beginning to be pressured by changes in the nature of technology that made a hierarchical structure based on allotting power and ideas solely on the basis of position and really emphasizing that chain of command. I think that kind of structure was really becoming obsolete as a result of the technology. One of the ways that I feel that I know this is that some of the strongest interest that I had in the web of inclusion came from the U.S. military, came from the Naval College of War, the Air Force College of War, but particularly the U.S. Army. The college, a number, everything from West Point to the War College in Carlisle. I had lots of interest in the whole concept of the web. Now think of that. Why would that be? What is more classically hierarchical than a military organization where you have a very strict chain of command? The military had begun to change because the nature of the technology put much more decision-making in the hands of the individual frontline soldier. The soldiers were operating, whether it was smart tanks or whether it was some of the reconnaissance instruments that they had at their disposal. The soldier was operating in such a way that he needed to be able to, or she needed to be able to make decisions, and sending back up the chain of command to headquarters for a decision no longer was that effective. And the military had to rethink, some branches more successfully than others, how they did their training of their frontline people under the pressure of what the technology brought. So I think that, I mean, obviously I was able to sense that there were some coming changes in the nature of how organizations would be run, and try to look at that and learn and articulate what was happening. But I think also by 1995 that started to happen in a consistent and persuasive enough way to make a lot of organizations recognize that they needed to make some changes.